So this is my step-to-step Kuva Lich guide. It's just a basic guide, it's nothing crazy. But I'm going to be going over the mods and how they work. I'm going to be explaining murmurs and all that. So in my opinion, the best map to acquire a Lich is Cassini on Saturn. You need to play a Grineer mission that's level 20 or plus, and you need to kill 10 enemies in under a minute for a Lich to spawn. I recommend solo queuing. So once you hop in, you're just going to do the basic mission, but you want to make sure you're using some sort of Warframe that's like a nuke or some sort of weapon that does high DPS. So once your screen flickers, I'm pretty sure that means a Lich spawned. So that's how you know your Lich spawned for sure. You're just going to follow the red icon. Once you reach the red icon, you're just going to kill this Lich to spawn it. And then at the top, it'll read off what weapon you will get if you choose to spawn this Lich. So I recommend pulling up a tier list and figuring out what Kuva weapons you want to shoot for. You can continue to run this mission over and over until you get the Kuva weapon you want. So I just got the Kuva Brahma, and now we're going to get started on the actual Lich segment of the video. So once you have your Lich, you're going to be running Lich missions, and you're going to be getting murmurs. And what murmurs do is they expose the known requiems that you need. There is a requiem mod that fulfills, it just auto-fills the proper requiem mod. It has a 25% chance of dropping after you extract a Kuva Lich successfully. So if this is your first time running a Lich, you probably won't have it, so we won't use it for this example. But since we have really no clue what our Requiem mods are, we're just going to toss on a random pair. Select a Kuva Lich mission. The mission will be highlighted red, so all you do is just click on it, and then you just select whatever your Kuva Lich is called, and then the mission name. I do not recommend running this solo, I would open queue. So once you're in the mission, you're just going to complete whatever the mission objective is. And the guys that have a red icon on them, you just kill them, and then you hit stealth attack or whatever it's called, and that'll create a murmur. And every time you get a murmur, it fills up a bar. And once you successfully get enough murmurs, it will tell you what Requiem mod you need. Every time you run a Kuva Lich territory mission, your Kuva Lich has a chance to spawn. If your Kuva Lich spawns and you attempt a set of Requiem mods that you have on your Paragon, your Kuva Lich will then leave that planet and move on to the next, leveling up. The red circle that pops up above the Requiem Murmur notification displays your progress towards revealing the next Requiem mod. So every time you kill a Murmur, it has a chance of dropping a Requiem relic. Once you expose all 3 Requiem mods, the Murmurs will no longer work for you, but you still can pick up the Requiem relics that drop from them. So once you get a Requiem mod exposed, you can start piecing together the proper order. I'm going to use Ol because I don't have Loke and I don't feel like farming for it right now. So once you get 2 Requiem mods revealed, it's a little bit easier to piece it together because it doesn't tell you what order it needs to be in. You just know what it is. So my Lich showed up. I'm going to go ahead and try the sequence of Requiems that I currently have equipped. So if you get the wrong Requiem, it'll highlight red and then it'll have a cross through it. So now that I attempted to kill my Lich, it's going to move on to another planet or sector. And that's basically just the Lich farming portion of it. You just want to farm murmurs until you get the right Requiem mods, and then you want to try to figure out the correct sequence. And then you want to continue to run Lich missions until your Lich spawns. So it's just like a matching game. So I got all the murmurs, so I know all my requiems. I just need to figure out which order they go in, and then I'll successfully kill my lich. Alright, so after multiple attempts, I finally figured out what order my requiem mods need to go in. So now I just need to farm lich missions until my lich spawns, and then I should successfully kill the lich. And there we go, we actually had an ool drop, so that's another. So once we successfully kill our lich, we're gonna go to the railjack navigation. So once your lich disappears off your star chart, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your railjack, which can be accessed from your orbiter in the back. Come over to this thing and hit board railjack. You need an intrasinks level of 5, which can be accessed through a dojo dry dock or any relay with a dry dock. So once you're on your railjack, you're just gonna go to the navigation console, scroll out, and I'm pretty sure it's always on Saturn, but you're gonna click on Kuva Lit Confrontation. I recommend getting a full party stack before going in. It can just make things a little easier, so make sure you're publicly queuing. Once you clear out the hostiles, you're just going to go to the marker indicated on your HUD, and then you're going to actually enter the ship. And there you go, you get two options. You can vanquish it, which will put the weapon into your inventory, or you can convert it, which makes it so you can sell it to other players. And there you go, there's my step-to-step Lich guide. I hope it was pretty straightforward, pretty basic, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night or day or whatever it is.